Good evening, YouTube, or good morning. Well, you might be watching at a totally different time of day than I'm filming. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Nikki, from Nikki Loves Vlogs. You've probably noticed I've taken a little week or so off. That's because life has been getting in the way, but I'm back with a bang with my favourite brand, the brand that got me into luxury to start with, Vivienne Westwood, and I have two items that I'm going to unbox for you today. So, one of the things that I really fell in love with when I first discovered Vivienne Westwood was the fashion jewellery. Now, I know lots of people will tell you, don't spend lots of money on fashion jewellery, it tarnishes, you might not use it very long, and it costs a lot of money. And to them, I say, I do not care. If you love it, purchase it. And that's what I've done. So, in here we have one jewellery item. Now, I'm very fortunate. We have a Vivienne Westwood shop in Glasgow. That's probably why my obsession continues. And we have the standard packaging in here. And this is one I've seen a couple of times and I've admired, but I never quite pulled the trigger on. You'll also see it comes in a dust bag and you have your little card about the jewellery itself. Now, obviously, it's costume jewellery, so you have to be really careful if you're spraying perfume or anything beside it, because that could actually stain and or damage what's inside. So, I should also tell you, the other thing is not a bag. I know, who even am I? But anyway, let's crack on. So this, like I said, is something that I've been admiring for a while. And I'm going to come closer so you can properly see the beauty that's in here. So what you'll see is on this pearl heart, it's got this signature Vivienne Westwood orb right in there. I like the fact that it's actually a bit squint, so that it's not perfectly straight in its design. It comes in both silver and in gold, but you guys know I am a gold jewellery wearer. Other things I like about it is if you look 1, 2, 3, so you have actually 3 settings that you can put this necklace on it. Now, I'm just going to kind of place it here and let you see it. I feel like I need to invent a tool that helps you to put necklaces on by yourself behind your back. Now, I've probably not done it correctly, so please forgive me if I haven't. I might not be showing this in the best of light. And also, when you have a lot of hair, it gets in the way. Oh, goodness, I've really caught my head in that. So, oh, good grief. I don't know how I manage these things. Right. Let's do this again. Let's edit that bit out. Goodness. Right. So, this is going to be edited and it's going to be great. It's fab because you can. So, this is it. You can see it next to my skin now. It's a really nice chain. Hopefully you can see that really well in the light. I just like the fact that it's got multiple settings and it has some pearl features on it as well. Obviously, with it being Vivienne Westwood, you have the signature orb on the clasp part here. And it has Vivienne Westwood on the other side. So there we are. That shows you in a better view. So that's stacked with my necklace that I never take off, which is actually from Ideal, not sponsored. I'm one of a few influencers who has it. Influencers, I'm not an influencer. I'm one of a few people on YouTube that actually has these and bought it because I liked it. I just like the fact that I can layer it up and I can layer those two together. Both of those are layerable necklaces, but I just think that creates a really nice look. And if you see where the pearl heart is, your eyes are just automatically drawn to that piece. So really nice first piece and a different thing to show you now. The second item is also an accessory, but it comes in this. Please note this spots are because I sprayed moisturiser and some of it got on there. Yes, I am that person. Now, anyone who's been on my channel a while or watched some of my previous videos knows that I've been on a weight loss journey. My weight loss journey is effectively over. I achieved my weight loss goal, which was a total of 60 pounds weight loss. Now, that wasn't my original goal, so in stones wise, that's about 4 stone 4 pounds. So it's a lot of weight anyway, regardless. And yeah, I wanted 2 things from Vivienne Westwood. Spoiler, the other might be in a different video that's coming up. And this is one of them. One of them was, I said, when I do that, I will actually buy myself a designer belt. So I've revealed what this item is again, because it's Vivienne Westwood. It comes in the lovely Vivienne Westwood packaging. Again, I have so many of these boxes. I even have some of the really old carrier bags as well. Now again, it comes in a dust bag as well. So that's it in here. Now, I will open this and I will tell you the story of how they deal with this belt. So to me, this was absolutely stunning. I love the colour of gold on that. It's like a brushed gold, I think is the colour you would describe it as. I'm going to look at the little label. So that is the barcode. If you are interested in purchasing that, it literally just says LOOCH, small line or black, and that was £160, and that was from the Autumn Winter 25 collection. So what's great about this is you've got your brush gold here, which to me was statement tape, but not too in your face. And when I lifted the belt in store, what really surprised me was just how much belt there was. And I will talk to you about that now. So what you could see is the belt always looked like this, down at this end. But at this end, believe it or not, they adjust the belt to fit you. So they measure your waist. So she checked where I wanted to wear the belt, like was it actually on my waist or was it going to be like a higher up belt, so that she knew that the fit would be correct. They then actually take this part off, so it's removable, and then they cut the leather to size, which means regardless of what size you are, this belt should fit. Now, I did have to go back to the store about 30 minutes later just to give them enough time to make the cut on it and to see what it looked like, and then also to make sure that it actually fit when I went back in. So I'm going to lift my t-shirt up slightly and show you this piece. So to wear it, it slips through here. Now this is as if I'm wearing it with my jeans. So let's lower that slightly, right? Now I've not put it into the loops, but what you can see is that clearly goes on there. I probably could move it in a little bit there as well, but it's got a lovely, the brush gold is really what drew my eyes to it. The quality of the leather belt is also, I would say, exceptional. Feels not quite box calf, but lovely. And on the back, it's got that lovely leather material to it as well. But what I also liked when I got it was that I could also kind of consider wearing it higher up. If I was, for example, wearing a dress, again, I could wear this round about here. You have to pretend I'm wearing a dress now. So that gives it a kind of multi-purpose vibe to it. There is a little bit somewhere, I'm sure, that goes onto the belt, but I just thought that was a really good piece. Again, the signature orb, which you always have on Vivienne Westwood items, which is on the majority of the jewellery I've got as well, hence why a lot of my jewellery really easily mixes and matches. I obviously can't remove it now because I'm too busy talking. There we go. So it easily comes off and on, and then that could easily be stored within the box. But again, there's a really good image of the orb. There's what it looks like on the back. And you can obviously see that that's the mechanism that slides on it, that came on and off it, where they were able to cut a lot of the leather from. Again, in the middle, you've got your Vivienne Westwood, made in Italy, but it's obviously Vivienne Westwood London. And then you have your other piece here that says, if you can read that, genuine leather. I just thought this was a great staple item to add to my wardrobe. The fact that I'll be able to wear that with jeans, with trousers, with dresses just means that it's a multi-use item, and that's becoming more and more important to me in the older I get as well. What I'm really finding is that the clothing I'm buying and the other bits and pieces are all very much about creating a capsule of items that I can mix and match together, that I have classic jackets, classic coats, classic shoes, classic jeans, etc. But obviously with the twist of it has to be a style that actually suits me. And I think that's the thing that you learn about fashion. The older you get, the more you realise just because something's trendy doesn't mean it's for you. I would draw my attention to that many, many times over in the early days of fashion with things like rara skirts, shell suits, so many things that didn't work, and being short, so many things that are long or voluminous make me look ridiculous. I literally look like, you know, the things that your gran used to have that was knitted with a doll in it that you would sit on top of your toilet roll. Yeah, like one of them, or quite a few of those items. So that's obviously my belt that I've purchased. Now, when you buy from Vivienne Westwood in store, if you're interested, you might be, you might not be. They have actually brought out the iconic boudoir scent again. I remember this from first time. It's a slightly different recipe now, but I love the fact that every purchase you make, you're getting your little sample of boudoir to take away with you. Also, these sample sizes are great because if you're going out on a night out and you've got a really small handbag, that's going to fit perfect. I think it's very much a kind of nighttime type scent. It's got a head of aldines, bergamot, orange blossom, marigold, hyacinth, heart, rose, narcissus, carnation, cardamom, coriander, iris roots, dried down vanilla, cinnamon, tobacco leaf, sandalwood, and patchouli. So very heady type fragrance, which I very much enjoy. Just a tiny little bit of this goes so far. So a really great scent that I can definitely see myself making a purchase of it. So that would mean their marketing is working by giving me a sample every time I buy something. So if you're interested in total expenditure, again, in this little envelope, goodness, this is one long receipt. That's because it's the returns policy. I feel like I'm reading the news here, and it really was 2 items. Yeah. Oh, that's because of the carrier bags there. Yeah. So the necklace is called Florentia. And Florentia, the necklace was 140. It comes in gold and silver. So if you are a silver jewellery lover, there is very much a version that will suit you. And the belt, like I said, small line orb is what it's listed as here. It was 160. So in total, with tax and VAT, etc., it came to £300, which is actually not too bad, given that I got a new necklace with pearl detail on it and a leather belt that I'll be able to use time and time again. And hopefully you've really enjoyed seeing something a little bit different that I've been purchasing. I'm trying to kind of finesse my collection with items that I know 100% work in my wardrobe and are items that I absolutely need. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that. I can certainly say from the things that I've unboxed for you recently, I think I'm going to do a kind of roundup of hits and misses of items that I've purchased this year. There's some absolute monster hits, I can tell you that much, where I'm just ecstatic at some of the purchases that I've made that have really worked and really blended well into my wardrobe and into my lifestyle. I just got a sniff of that perfume. It's absolutely stunning. So give her a bash if you are into those types of fragrances. But hopefully you've enjoyed coming back to my video today. And if you've not subscribed, you might even want to consider subscribing. I'd love it if you want to come and join us all on my little YouTube channel and join part of my YouTube family. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and I really hope to see you on the next one. Take care now. Bye.